God bless everybody. It is February 9th, 2026. Hello, Michael Wardwell. Dawn's Pitch. So glad to have everyone. The Lord is all around us and within us. I appreciate all the comments, perspectives, and all the love. Hello, Zen Jammin'. Yeah, so we're going to start. If you have any questions, post them below. One thing we can always do, we can always focus on Christ, and then his presence will be revealed to you. Yeah. Let's see. Fixing this. Hello, McDubo. We're just starting. We'll probably be here for an hour. If you focus on the negative, you're playing with the devil. Yeah. So you're going to ruin your life, and you're going to align with negativity, and you're going to bring more negativity into your life. God bless you, Sophie, baby. God bless everyone in the world. Yeah. A lot of people say they can't feel God. Okay. Well, that's because you have to invoke him. You actually have to utterly try. Yeah. Most people just don't try. Yeah. In a way, I don't like saying it's hard or it's easy, but it's definitely hard if you don't try. It's really not going to happen at all. Same thing with anything that you want in your life. But I also say it is like the easiest thing. Yeah. So when you feel God's love, when you focus on him, then you're complete. You missed the shark fin salute. It's everything is temporary, McDuba. Soon I'll be in a whole different setting. I'll be in person. Some can't feel God because they're preoccupied. Yeah. I mean, I totally agree. God gives you free will, so he won't just kick in your door. Yeah. That's just fear. Yeah. If he did just kick in your door, that would be fear. You would feel fear. Yeah. Yeah, most people have to go through suffering. That's how they get humbled. I'm not crazy. I think I am. Just a little bit. The hardest part is letting go and giving it to God. But that's when you feel free. Yeah. When you are in tension, when you're stuck in tension, it has its like own effect where you don't want to let go of you don't want to let go of the tension. But that's why when you do let it go and there's some like you're afraid of, then you're free. Yeah. So nice to see you at Chili Dog. Thank you, Brian Dugan. Another one from the Scotland, Dundee. Yeah. We're all family. I see everybody as family. So no one's excluded. Yeah. No, I don't take psychedelics. I do speak for the trees. Thank you for the mustache. I didn't see the crazy Russian invasion. Hello, Joe Mack. God bless all you guys. Hello, Finland. Jesus is king. My throat chakra was opened by a tree meditating next to it. Yeah. What did that feel like? The path of Jesus is not easy, but tempers your soul. Yeah, so you make your life as easy as you want it. You create your life. So when you do what's righteous, Okay, and when you do what feels good, that is the path of Jesus. That is the path of God. Yeah. Thank you, Greg Coley. One used UFO. Fluffers, that was making fun. I'm not sure what you're talking about, Wicked. Thank you for liking the stash. Oh, you felt like you could actually speak out? Well, that's interesting. I don't know if I've ever felt like I had that problem before. So, do as thou wilt is the path. We're healing everybody right now. Yeah, through the grace of Jesus. Strong pressure and wind and electricity of chi. Okay. Wow, okay. What an experience, right? Find the beauty in little things. Yeah. When you become focused on God, everything is an experience. Everything is a new experience. And you're constantly feeling love. Is Jesus God? Yeah, if you think that, if you want him to be. Yeah. Were you out in the woods? No. Someone gave me this jacket, but I was just near the woods. I went on a walk. Science in the Bible lines up. Yeah. Hello, Jenny. Heatheria. That's an interesting way to put that. Two sides of the same coin. Well, yes, but they make you feel different. So the devil is always going to be the feel of fear. So if you've seen the devil, the only thing that would matter would be if he invokes fear. Okay. The same thing with God. God is the feel of love. So everything we have is through the grace of God. Yeah. That's nice of you to see that. Not everybody sees it that way. Yeah. Not everyone gets to experience. It's a everything peasant number too. Yeah. Why is God real? Because it's the feel of life. Yeah. The feel of who you are is the connection. See you later, Wicked. God bless you, Mike. Free will would be to do what's not positive and loving for people. So free will, you would be choosing negativity. That's your only free will. Yeah. Where are you? Are you from like Florida, actually, dog? You seen that? You seen it arrogant? Yeah. Have you ever seen, heard, or smelled God? Yeah. So if you think everything as God, you're gonna feel him. Yeah. There's no separation. Yeah, because his life runs through everything. Yeah. Yeah, but seeing him as his own self, I mean, yeah. Again, it's not like he's a one self. Okay. So I wouldn't say I've seen him. The devil is the ego. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Thank all you guys for all the comments. My job is for you guys to feel God and for you to be in happiness forever. Now you got stage 1 colon cancer. Well, then you signed up for all these 2 things to happen to you, Jason. Everything that happens in this life, we've accepted it before we came here. We accepted it through the grace of God. Yeah, and God is the awareness. Thank you, Heather. That's really killing it with the one-liners. Yeah. Thank you. Strangle. Yeah. God is the awareness. You can only know God, which is the same as to feel him, to feel life, only when you are aware of it. So you cannot be the reason why you cannot not be aware and notice God. It's a full focus. And this actually came to me right before I came into the live through the grace of God, is that your whole life is just a focus. Okay. Not like you trying something 100 times. That's like will and discipline. But when you're focused, this is how you focus and concentrate on God, on the living presence. It has to be focused on. Okay. So your thought has to be one focus, not going between your thoughts. And if you don't like the word God, it's the same as life. Yeah. So all life is just really comes from one life. We are not living separate lives. Okay. We're all living through the same provided life, We're all from the same life. So he made worms come out of an apple. And what I mean by focus is when you completely feel God's love, the presence of life, you're thoughtless. Yeah. Rage do find comfort. So the only free wills are attitude? Basically, yeah. It's kind of like it's like a paradox in itself. Yeah. This whole life, it is like a play, and it always wants some type of reaction out of you. As soon as you stop reacting, then you're gonna be like way better off, and then you're gonna be closer to finding God. Thank you, Luke. Yeah. I'm gonna scroll to the top. Yeah. Thank you, some guy. Yeah. Saying I look like that is like you're missing the whole point of God, Noble. Nathan, I don't do mushrooms. Yeah. Though I'm in support of them. It's something that helps you walk when you're having a hard time. Yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah. Use God for everything. This stream is about your very existence, cuss. And it's about life. Yeah. Probably not. Bacon will unite us all. Thank you, Whiskey Waters. Believe, Jonathan, the problem is yeah, you could say believing in yourself, but it's even more than that. When your mind becomes still through the act of slowing down and focusing, so focus, you feel the life inside of you, but then something that is imaginary to the mind, you begin to feel something else. You feel that all this life outside of you, which would be space and God, you actually feel the life outside of you. So it's no longer just a belief. You actually feel you feel all of this life. Yeah. I can't make this up. Yeah. Thank you, Mason. I'm going to scroll to the top. I don't know who thinks there's an old wizard in the sky, but anything can be used for bad. We're not strictly talking about religion, because we're talking about reality. We're talking about existence itself. Esk 88, you just didn't understand. It's always positivity for the rest of my life, Luke. A snowy man. Trump's been right about a lot, unfortunately. Well, I don't know. Like, he probably does do some things that are right. Yeah. But he probably maybe does some things that are wrong. So, yeah. I mean, usually people do a mixture of both. Yeah. But I don't know, like, everything that he's done. So, yeah. It's not a word salad. You simply just don't feel it. Politics has used religion for a long time. Yeah. It's everything has been used against you your whole entire life. That is the opposing force. So, yeah. I can't tell you if Trump's really a good person, or, you know, who he really is, because I don't know. I'm not watching over his shoulder. So, I'm not guessing anything. You can't be talking to me, Freedom, Pup Unleashed. You must be someone else, because I feel God right now. And I can feel him all the time. One, because it's already here. It is living life. You simply don't feel it. So, in essence, I can focus on God anytime I want. Hello from Ireland. My favorite conspiracy theory? I don't know all of them. Okay. I mean, I would. Yeah. Probably, about control, who really controls, right? Yeah. Thank you, Mug. Thank you, Mug. Thank you. I'm gonna scroll to the top. Yeah, I don't want to say the conspiracy theory, because, like, yeah. Hello, Daniel. Trolls turn stone in the light. Hello, Grace and me. Hello, Jay, Bruce. Jesus Christ, yes, he can be God. Not everyone sees it that way. It all depends on how you see it. Regardless if he is God, which, to me, I would say he is God. God is in everything. So a a piece of God is in everybody, which biblically and theologically and terminology, all it is the life inside of you. So God gave you life. Boom. The tooth fairy comes from a real thing, through Denter. Yeah. Because people had to have an idea of it, which comes from somewhere else. Yeah. The day, it's all right now that I'm here. It wasn't the best day for sure. But that's because my body's messed up. Lever, we might set something up like online in the future, but we're doing it right here. And then I will be in person going around the world, hitting every country. Yeah, no brother or sister left behind, Lever. Yeah. You are all your own devils? I love you, Grace and me. Yeah. Michelle Obama. What I will say is, why are all our presidents why are all of them male? Why do the Buddhists walk for peace? Why are they all male? Yeah. And Mary Magdalene herself was supposed to be a divine woman, divine mother. Yeah. The Holy Trinity would include a female or a feminine aspect to it. So either the Holy Spirit is a woman. Okay. We do stay on Mother Earth. I'm sure you've heard of that. Or it's Mary Magdalene. So. Yeah. God didn't create suffering. We create our own suffering. Yeah. You have a fantastic day every day. Yeah, well, I can't eat food, so my body's messed up to where I can't eat food. Yeah, if you're eating food, you should be the happiest. Hello, Vendetta. The love guru, is that what you're naming me? See money. Well, here's something I'll say, like conspiracy that I like. And well, first of all, Grace, yeah, all those people and things I believe in or were real. I don't believe in it. Dragons. So dragons, I think they're real. And I have a Chinese. Do you know those little ramen noodles type of things? Well, on the box, the flavor is chicken noodle. It's a cardboard box. I'll probably take a picture. It says chicken noodle. But the picture, do you know what the picture is? It ain't chicken. It's a dragon. Okay. And if you look at old dinosaurs and old chickens, or just chickens, their skeletal system, they look like a dragon, which is a mini dinosaur, right? Nope. Not the Talmud. I really haven't studied too much B-Focus. I live life in experience. This is where most of my stuff has come from. Okay. That's beautiful, Add Chili Dog. Maybe we need some new lighting in here, but funny enough, my light bulb did go out. The Book of Wisdom. Men are to be leaders. Yeah, if we put women up in positions, the whole world would be a way better place. I mean, ice, it's probably just something for you to watch. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not there. I don't see it. I don't know everybody's story. Yeah. I really don't know anything about it. Have any of you have your own thoughts? Mother Earth is paganism. So are you telling me Native Americans who call it Mother Earth, and you've never heard of Mother Nature? It wasn't necessarily a comparison, Jimmy Bear. I was just saying it. Thank you, Christy MF. Thank you. 10 out of 10. Does a newborn with terminal cancer? First of all, that newborn is so newborn, it's not gonna realize or be aware of its own pain. Yeah. It's not like you were in that baby experiencing that. That baby came to teach a lesson. Babies are teachers. So be focused. The whole point of bringing the women into play would be to stop the wars. That would be the point of that. Thank you, Daniel. Yeah. We have to believe in God, as we stated multiple times throughout here, but you have to focus on God until you feel him. Thank you, Ad Chili Dog. Yeah. I'm still here though, right? I'm still living life. There probably is a remedy lever, but when you can't move and you have no energy to think, it's very hard to do anything. Yeah. I mean, God is real, Matt, man. The only proof you have for anything in your lives is simply when you feel something, which would be your emotions. And we can take it a step beyond that, which would be the first step. But people don't understand. So the feel of life is the first thing. So this is the only proof that you would know is what you feel. Okay. And unbiased, the feel of life. There is nothing greater than you, as in there's no greater feeling than life. Okay. We're not talking about an emotion, but you felt emotions before. That's why I'm using this. And it seemed real to you. It only seemed real because you're not feeling alive. You're not feeling the life that supports you. Yeah. Death is life. Yeah, a painter is evidence of a painter, and universe is the evidence of God. Because the only proof I could give to you would be for you to feel it. In your mind, you could reject everything I tell you. But this, you understand, this is info. This is the feel. This is a non-judgmental bias. Okay. Most people in the world can't do this. When you're in the mind, you can reject everything and accept and believe whatever you want. Yeah. I'm scrolling to the top. It's not like you already are this piece, Sam. Yeah. So you're a barber? That's the biggest mustache you've ever seen? That's crazy. Yeah, we're talking about a state of true present, being present. Yeah. That's why we come here, to bring everybody to the present. God did not create us to suffer. Yeah. The only thing that's different between a man and a woman is, yeah, for all you know, is their physical appearance. Yeah. They're the same life. It's very interesting you said that. Christianity's God is the same God. Life. Yeah. I don't know what you mean. You don't believe in the regular Christian's God. Yeah, that's who we're talking about. You're having doubts. Maybe that's a good thing. You're the one having the doubts, though. Women are more emotional. Yeah, but they're not as aggressive either. So, which would bring balance to this over masculine world. How I feel about the recent file drop? First, Logan, the home what happened to me, I found God. God bless you all. The files, that's been going on since the dawn of time. Yeah. Doesn't phase. There's no phase. Yeah. And you know why did they prolong dropping them? I had questions before, and they probably didn't give you, well, it's well known they didn't give everything. So, and there's no hold up to release something like that. Yeah. Thank you. I'm a great lighthouse. Thank you, Pavel Petrovic. Thank you, Grace and me. Yeah, that's a great point, Michael Wardwell. Most wars are started by a guy. Yeah. Anyways, woman used to, you don't know this, but woman used to be captain of the tribes. Yeah. Oh, it's been too much to sum up quick, Ryan. You'd have to watch the replay. Hello, Harrison. You were baptized? Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. It's great. Thank you, Grace and me. Thank you for stopping in and saying hello. Danielle. They're arguing about God. Kevin, I don't know too much. Gnosis. Yeah. It seems that it's pretty similar to what I talk about, if not the same. Everything connects. So, yeah. Everything is similar. Yeah. You can't get outside of God. Okay. And whoever made a little donation, which is really a big donation, but I meant just in general. Yeah. God bless. Hello, Midwest Mike. My favorite cartoon. I really liked Avatar: The Last Airbender. Yeah. That's, when it first came out, I was there. God is mother, the spirit of the divine feminine. Okay. Caller, Ashwa, the earth. Thank you. Thank you, Lever. You've held hands with 17 strangers. I'm shaking up some demons. Yeah. The love and the light, it does like shake up the demons because they're not used to it. Yeah. Do I like to fish? Yeah. Yeah. But it would be just for me to like get the fish for somebody to eat. Yeah. Like if I had to if I lived on Thailand and I was gathering fish for people, or if myself was just eating it. But I wouldn't fish just to, put the fish back in the water. Hello, Vicky Goggins. I mean, Henry, you've been here before, though. It's the same. I'm not talking about something different, Henry. Yeah. In an echo chamber. There hasn't been too many debates, Mr. Bean. Yeah. There's really not. People come in here and do say that. But as you go scroll through and see how many people say debate this. Bro, look into Orthodox Christianity. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Nick Lambo. Are you saying you're Native American? See you later, Kate. You have freedom to choose faith in God or not. Yeah. The more you focus on God, the more positivity you're going to bring in your life. And then eventually you will feel his presence. It's not something you want to miss. Yeah. Everybody can do this. It is not a belief. Okay. It's actually something you can verify and be the evidence for yourself. Yeah. So to feel life is to feel God. And the feel would be the feel of love. You won't miss it when you feel it. I promise. And that's why they say in the Bible that life gave you, or God gave you life. Yeah. Really, when the Bible is open, the first thing it should say real big is God is love. Yeah. So. Yeah, the chat is all over the place, Striking team. And we're about to be getting out of here, so. Why were there banned gospel? Gospel. Why am I saying that? Gospels. Oh, sure. I agree with you, Kevin. Like, and this is a point I bring up. Yeah. I bring points up. I'm not gonna. Yeah. Because God's word is perfect. Yeah, but why was it rewritten? Yeah. And then they go on to say, like, evil runs the world, da 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 da. But I don't agree with that, for one. And two, like, if you're saying evil runs the world, and you obviously, seen it around or you've heard of it, you're going to tell me you don't think they had a hand in, writing all that down. And yeah, because why is that stuff banned? Yeah. So. Yeah. Hello, Guru Hilf. All is light. Yeah. Alaskan, what was the question? It's my favorite book in the Bible. Take some oregano and black sea oil. Thank you, Lever, if you're talking to me. Matter is just slow moving light. Yeah, that's you're right. Yeah. Thank you, Ad Chili Dog. The Book of Thomas tells you how to awaken all your different chakras. Nice. Nice. Hello, Sunflower Moon. Silversmith Live. Your god is imaginary. Nah, I can't be because I feel him right now. Yeah. You can too. Yeah, I mean, we talked about this GT. Sometimes God can be used and people use it as a fear tactic. They use it as a wrong way. Yeah, we're still living in primitive times. To some degree, to me. Thank you, Psycho. Like there was actually people here in North America before the founding fathers. There's so much history that you will never know at all. It's, yeah. Yeah. Everyone you victimize is only victimizing yourself. Thank you, Daniel. Yeah, because you're throwing your power away. You're blaming someone else. So now you expect someone else to fix your blaming. You're relying on someone else to fix you. Yeah. American, you can't just like join lives. And yeah, I don't really do like dual lives. Love is the law. Yeah. Amen to all my brothers and sisters. I'm sorry you don't remember being here thousands of times before now. Thank you, Emily. Okay. Language cannot express the love of God. Exactly, Joe. You can feel him right now. And since I'm in his presence, it helps you get focused in his presence. Yeah. Just as, a beacon. We talked about this a lot throughout the whole live. Can you start a blocket? Did Jesus go to America? I don't know. Yeah. I mean, that's another thing is they have all this missing ages of Jesus. So that's just something in itself. I mean, is it really missing though is a better question. Yeah. Because in other scriptures some of them are history books. Jesus is mentioned in some of these other scriptures, or I don't know, organizations. He's just mentioned in other places. Yeah. You know what does become imaginary now is your personality. Yeah, there's no way to prove your personality. There's no way to prove to me you are you. You would just tell me an idea. But let's just say you have an idea of you. Later on, you go play a video game and you have idea about a dog or a girl or okay, but you're not thinking of the idea of you anymore. You're thinking about a dog. and a woman, where did you go? Let's say you go to an amusement park. You're thinking about fun rides. Well, no, I know you anymore because you weren't there anymore if you're thinking about a ride. Yeah. Who is this you? Ever heard of Chinese whispers? Somewhat, not really. Thank you, the Hat Man. The devil has the spark of life inside of him, Vanessa. Yeah. And the devil would be fear. No, I've never heard of crack cocaine. I never thought about it. Yes, Kathy, it is up to you. I love you, Michael Wardwell. Yeah. What do you mean belly buttons? Yeah. In Tibet, they have studied Jesus and they have records. Yeah. Most people have never even been to these other places. Most people don't even know what they're talking about. Yeah. They just have an idea and they accept their idea and they get lost in it. Yeah, I agree. I agree with you, Michael Wardwell. I already have hair on my face, adamant. Well, for all the guys that are talking about my stash, women love them. Yeah. So I don't know why you would talk about it, else you probably be gay. Hello, Steve Ellis. All right, well, you can be out of here. That's fine. See you later. Peter, we'll see you later. Don't. People act like I have to have them in here. Yeah, I don't. We're about to leave anyway, so it doesn't matter. Yeah. I consider myself a follower of Jesus Christ. I thought I made that clear enough. the flood was to wipe out evilness. And also the world goes in cycles. I'm devoted to the truth. Nice. God bless you. Yeah, Archons are real, Kevin. It's nice to see you. We actually talked about Archons like a couple of days ago. So these what's going on in our reality, it's coming out right now, but it's always been like this in history. These evil people in the world, they are getting instructions from what you would call the Archons. So that's how, yeah. So they're not here. It's like, yeah, that's what's going on. It's not like they're their own evil. They're kind of, most of them are going to the spiritual evil, you would call it, which would, yeah. Thank you, Joe Holland. We're about to leave, so. And all Archons are, Kevin, are just negativity. Yeah. So. Theological waters. I love all you guys. May you feel this love. Thank the Lord for all of this. Thank you, Steve Ellis, Daniel. Thank you, John, Michael. Thank you, you. Yeah. Life is naturally uplifting. It's only when we, dim it down, which then that brings the Archons and it brings more bringing down into it. Yeah. So whatever pressure you apply to life, well, that's what you get and receive. Thank you, Yagji. Thank you, Liams. Yeah. You're all blessed. And thank you for all being in this existence. Thank Christ. Yeah. Thank all of life. Yeah. Thank you, Guru Hilf. Words can't replace experience. Exactly. Thank you, Kathy. Please take the free course. Okay. I wanted to go over a technique, but we'll do it in the next one. Thank you, Abel. Yeah. Everything's so beautiful around you. And yeah, you don't want to miss it.